Hey everyone. So wanted to demonstrate something I encountered in my movie example. So this is a semantic search function. So this is AIP logic is the application I'm in. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to pass in some type of a string query. All right, so this is going to be something that I want to find the most relevant movies that match this like description. So I have my movie overviews, which are the description embeddings. And the way that you would normally do this is you do this very popular algorithm called k nearest neighbors. And so it's going to go out to that vector database and it's going to fetch the k nearest relevant objects to what I'm searching for. And in this case, it's grown man elf, right? So there shouldn't be actually a whole lot of movies that match this besides the movie Elf. Um, and so what you'll find here is that either having some type of a static number of returned objects can be sometimes not necessarily a good thing. Um, of course, if you search more broadly to say like uh, movies involving the CIA, there's going to be a whole lot more movies like Special Operative, Secret Ops, those types of movies. There's a whole lot more relevance to that. And so you get into this situation where if I have got to like fix the amount of objects that are returned. Like, do I want it to be a lot? Do I want it to be a little? Like, am I cutting off, you know, other potential results, or am I like basically introducing a lot of noise that if I'm returning a large set of stuff that's irrelevant, then it's kind of not really good for the user experience. And so this is not something that's actually like currently available in some of these built-in functions. And so what I did instead was I built this like custom TypeScript function that instead of having some type of a static return amount, I instead have this like threshold. So this is like a percentage of relevance. So query against the movies, like the descriptions, and return as many movies as you'd like, as long as the movie's description exceeds a level of relevance that I have defined as a threshold. So here I'm going to say, give me all movies that are at least 81% relevant to this query of movies involving the CIA. But there should be a lot of them. So in this case, okay, I've got 40 movies that have some type of CIA person in the movie. But let's try the grown man elf. We have the movie Elf, right? See, the dynamic determinants of like what's being brought back to you is based on my threshold setting. And the way that this is done is I basically, and this may be difficult for you if you don't read code, so I've given this, I've commented some summaries here. So this function finds the in nearest neighbors ordered by relevance for a given query string. So this is the query string being passed as a parameter. It uses the embedding model to generate embeddings for the input query. The function then fetches all potential neighbors and order them by relevance. That's what I'm doing right here. So I've kind of defined some max like number of movies that I want to fetch. So I fetch all 100, and then I filter down here based on some calculated cosine similarity function that I wrote down here. So you can kind of ignore that, but I'm essentially doing some mathematical operations here to determine like the level of like relevance. So as if to like filter out based on the threshold that I defined, which was 81% previously, right? And then I'm just returning the movies down here. So that's the gist of it. I thought it was pretty cool, but like for my movie example, where you're like just like broadly searching for movies, maybe what you're searching should yield, less results. Maybe it should yield more results. I would rather some type of an interface where when I query for movies that are like, animals in the movie, I want the results to be sort of more reflecting of what's relevant and not just some fixed static amount. So I thought this was cool. I just wanted to share with you guys and let me know what you think.